Hey guys, Aaron and Melody here from houseofhaha.com with a kind of a cool update about our nomadic travels around the country. We are in North Dakota at the Knife River Indian Village Visitor Center, and what they're basically claim to fame here, what they're most known for as part of the monument that's been preserved here, is the Sacagawea village. Am I saying it right?
I don't know. You told me it was Sacagawea.
Sacagawea, thank you. Sacagawea, as we were told by the ranger that was here, I guess is the actual pronunciation of it that hasn't been changed over the years. So I'm trying to say it correctly.
There's a whole essay, on this.
So Sacagawea, we're putting it out there. We're getting the word out. Sacagawea. It's not Sacagawea. It's Sacagawea. So anyway, here at the Sacagawea village is about a mile down here. This is where Lewis and Clark came through on their journey and actually met Sacagawea and her village, and where she joined them on her journey, you know, as they went to discover the West and map that out. So we came here to get our stamp, check out they had a recreation of one of the huts that were here, and that Mel got to go in a little earth hut, which is apparently really nice and cool to go into on a hot day, and it is really hot in North Dakota. It's not so much it's really hot, it's humid, and there's no shade in North Dakota, or not a lot to find. But anyway, the point of this video is they had a little in-service going on where they have some people come in, they do demonstrations for the visitors that come to these national park visitor centers and monuments, and they were doing flint mapping. If you don't know what flint mapping is, it is the process where you take obsidian or certain stones, and you can, by hitting, striking a hard object like a deer antler or things like that against them, you can end up shaping the stone into different kinds of tools, arrowheads, spear tips, things like that. So they were teaching people how to do it. And this is the one that I made. Check it out.
Oh, you made a whole one?
Well, here's what happened. I started off, this is the third one I was working on. The previous two broke in half.
But like you made that whole thing?
It was in a really good shape to begin with. I found a nice flat piece to work with that was really good, and it was easy to start knocking the stuff off. And I got a little help from the people there too. So it is I like to say it was a student-teacher effort going on in this one, but I did a lot of it, yeah. It's really cool. The idea that you do behind it is that when you have the stone, like I believe, I didn't ask them, but I believe this is obsidian, which is a volcanic rock. It's brown obsidian if it's that, which I've never really seen, only the black stuff that we have like at home. But what you do is you hold it against your leg, and had like a leather or skin across it, and you have one end kind of pointed down like this against it, where it's pressed against your leg, and then one end pointed up. And you find these high ridges, and what you want to do is you take it and you're kind of striking it hard down, and you're sort of down and slight, like grating across. So it's down and kind of back and across. And what you're doing is you're chipping off all these high points, and you're making a midline. So you're like this mid thing right here. And what you do is you hit one side here, boom, and you flip it back over, and you do the opposite side over to keep everything even. And as you do that, the midline's going to move based on the high points or the particular the stone that you're working with. So as you're working that midline, so everything comes down, so that everything around it is even. So you have this midline, this blade kind of edge going around the stone, and then you begin to work off the extra stuff you don't want. Like here, I was trying to chip this one down, you know, where you put like a little spear tip in it, you know, that's where it goes on. I was actually trying to work it to bring these edges in, so it looks a little more like the national forests, you know, symbol. But it's really hot out, and I knew Melody and Grimlock were hanging out, you know, so I could go over and do that, you know, in the shade, and I didn't want to have them wait too long. But here's what I think I'm going to end up doing with this ultimately, or the possibility we go, is just see how well my skills keep going, and I got to find a tool to keep working in. I think I just may do this and keep working it up and just make it into like a Starfleet symbol. I'm not really one into like, I don't stab animals. Like it's not like, you know, I can still get food at places. So like I don't do that. I'm not opposed to it, but it's just not my bag. So I do want to wear it. Whatever, I made it, you know, I must flip my own little stone thing here, a little arrowhead. But I think if it wants to fit me and be something I made that was personal to me, we're gonna chip this up, and that's gonna be, it's gonna be that. We're gonna Starfleet it. So that's what I did today, coming to our land's national parks and visitor centers and all stuff like that. Just some of the cool stuff. I got to throw an atlatl, you know, on another video a few days ago. in South Dakota. Now I'm flint mapping in North Dakota. Where are we going after this? Someplace with an M.
Minnesota.
Minnesota, don't you know? House of Haha, it's coming to you. So we're going to get on the road, head out there so we can keep doing that. Meanwhile, go to househaha.com, buy a shirt. Why not? We have funny stuff. We have great shirts. We have excellent shirts. I have amazing shirts. They're going to make you laugh and make other people laugh. Go there and pick one up.
No, you need to buy a Have a Reasonable Day shirt and just like see the reactions that people have. We've had like insane people coming up to us. Not insane people, but an insane amount. Right. Although some of them may have been like the perfect amount of insane. I don't want to like say anything against insanity because damn right there's some nice insane people out there.
Interesting.
Right.
We have our Have a Reasonable Day magnet on the back of the car, and it certainly got us a lot of attention. We've got to talk to a lot of people. So we're going to take off. Aaron from househaha.com. Buy a t-shirt, and as always, have a reasonable day.